An estimated 135 million Indians were lifted out of multidimensional poverty between 2015-16 and 2019-21, with Bihar and Uttar Pradesh, UP, together accounting for 56.8 million of them, a Niti Aayog report said. Multidimensional poverty is a composite measure that counts factors beyond money, including education, health, and living standards. We'll delve into the key drivers behind the significant decline in poverty in India. Around 24.9% of Indians were assessed as multidimensionally poor in 2015-16, but that share came down to 15% in 2019-21, showed the Niti Aayog report titled National Multidimensional Poverty Index, a Progress Review 2023. The time periods refer to the two most recent rounds of the National Family Health Survey, NFHS 4 and NFHS 5, on which the think tank's calculations are based. In rural areas, the share declined from 32.6% to 19.3%, while urban areas reported a drop from 8.7% to 5.3%. The decline was the sharpest in Bihar, from 51.9% to 33.8%, Madhya Pradesh, from 36.6% to 20.6%, and UP, from 37.7% to 22.9%. However, in absolute numbers, UP registered the largest decline, with 34.3 million exiting multidimensional poverty during the period. The report covered district-wise estimates for all 28 states and 8 union territories. This is the second such report by Niti Aayog. The first was released in 2021, based on the NFHS 2015-16. The other 10 indicators used by the Niti Aayog, based on the UNDP OPHI index, are undernourishment and child mortality under health, years of schooling and school attendance under education, and availability of cooking fuel, sanitation, drinking water, electricity, housing, and household assets under living standards. Health, education, and living standards are weighted equally to compute an individual's overall extent of deprivation. Each sub-indicator has a separate weight. A person who is at least 33.3% deprived overall is said to be multidimensionally poor. The UNDP OPHI index had already updated its calculations for India based on the NFHS 2019-21 last year and had claimed that as many as 415 million Indians moved out of poverty in the 15-year period between the NFHS of 2005-06 and the NFHS of 2019-21. According to a Niti Aayog statement, India's focus on improving access to sanitation, nutrition, cooking fuel, financial inclusion, drinking water, and electricity is propelling the nation towards achieving the Sustainable Development Goal of reducing multidimensional poverty by at least 50% ahead of 2030. Despite marked improvements across all parameters, 43.9% of the population still lacks adequate cooking fuel, followed by housing, 41.4%. Significant strides have been made, particularly in sanitation, which witnessed a decrease in deprivation from 51.9% in 2015-16 to 30.1% in 2019-21. Initiatives like the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana have facilitated transitions to concrete housing, significantly influencing the multidimensional poverty index. However, critics argue that the MPI doesn't provide an accurate poverty estimate, suggesting monetary metrics as better indicators.